Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. Got another big game. I just wanted to do a big game. I was planning on doing a shorter game because this is my third game for the night, and I thought, you know what? It's like 7:15. I kind of want to do some other stuff before I go to bed, so I just want to do a short game. But then I'm just like, you know what? Whatever, dude. I'm doing a longer game. I don't care. Let's do a longer game. So there we go. And I mean, when you got two players and they play out like 6 games in a row, this is not in Challenger League anymore. This is like the semi-finals of Premier League for GSL Season 2. So very, very top level players. And yeah, I was going to cast like a 20-minute game, and I thought, you know what? Let's cast a longer game. Let's cast their longest game and just have a bit of fun with that. So there we go. This is the long game. Hopefully it is actually their longest game and it's not some dupe where... Dupe? I assume it's dupe? Dupe? I don't know, is it dupe? D-U-P-E. I'm pretty sure it's dupe, but I'm also kind of thinking that some people say dupe. I think dupe is actually a way of saying it as well. Oh man. Oh, that's going to screw with me now. Somebody, if you know whether dupe is actually a... I'm pretty sure that... Because if you dupe somebody... then I think that's a thing. I think you can dupe somebody. Maybe it's one of those American versus English deals. Man. It's because I see those all over the place. I'm trying to write down a word and it's like auto-correcting or something like that, and it's like auto-correcting the wrong way or something. So dupe or dupe? Let me know. I think they're both spelt D-U-P-E, but I don't know whether dupe... I think dupe is a way you say something. But I just want somebody to confirm it because I'm really, really not sure. I could just be pulling this out of my ass. Anyway, let's check out the players because we're only at the 7-minute mark and somebody's already going for a third base. Some crazy bastard called Classic. He is 22 years of age, from South Korea, plays for the SK Telecom T1 team. And I'm looking at his profile picture in Wikipedia and he's got blonde hair. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he dyes that. I'm pretty sure that, you know, if you're from, like, most Asian countries, I don't think they have naturally blonde hair. This just me being an insensitive racist, but I'm pretty sure they don't. Every Asian person I've ever seen with blonde hair, they've probably just dyed it or something like that. So yeah, I think he's dyed his hair, and I don't know, but with his dyed blonde hair, he looks kind of like a teen pop star or something like that. So he could be in front of a stage singing and stuff like that. What do they call it? I guess if he's from South Korea, then is that K-pop? I know J-pop is from Japan, so I assume K-pop is from Korea? Yes? Am I correct? Am I right? Somebody let me know that as well. I forgot what I asked for before. Yeah, the blonde hair thing and the dupe. You guys have got tons of questions to answer for this video. So yeah, there we go. Actually, last game I ultra zoomed right from the very start, and it was awesome. I didn't even notice that I'd ultra zoomed the entire game. So I think I'm just gonna try and remember to do that. Just ultra zoom all the way from the start. And the other player is Maru. He is. Man, I don't know. I don't want to be insensitive, but I probably have been already, so I might as well keep the ball rolling. This guy looks like he's like 12 years old, man. He is 17 years of age from South Korea, plays for the Jin Air Green Wings team, but I don't know. It's just me. I think it's just me that he's probably a fairly short guy as well. I can tell because they're doing sort of a whatchamacallit. They're doing a low camera angle shot of him. I think it's a low angle shot, and usually when you want to make somebody taller, you do a low angle shot. I'm pretty sure that's a low angle shot of him. So I'm guessing he's probably a fairly short guy, like short, considering that he's, you know, Asian. Because I know that the majority of Asian people out there are shorter than the average person in the world, but maybe short for an Asian person or for a South Korean person. I'm just getting myself in so much trouble here. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, he looks like a child prodigy or something like that. I suppose if he's 17, I can still call him a child without getting in too much trouble. I mean, when do you stop being a child anyway? I'm not sure. Is it? It's like 18 or Well, it depends. In America, you're still a kid when you're like 20 and something like that, because they won't let you drink booze until you're 21. Or drive? Can they drive earlier in America? I can't remember. It's 16 for learners and 18 for Ps in Australia, and it's 18 for drinking as well, but yeah, I just do not know. So much random crap standing in the way of actually casting this game, but oh, brilliant move by Classic and brilliant move by Maru to save those guys. That is absolutely a brilliant play from both players. You know those guys are in the top of their league. Alright, I gotta alt-tab off Maru's page because he's not looking at me, but he's looking down to the corner of the page, and I don't know if he's saying anything, but I'm pretty sure he's saying, "Oh god damn it, Harry, you are such a freaking moron." Yeah, but I'm 29 years of age, so I see 20-year-old people and I'm like, "Oh my god, that person must be 15 or something like that." Or I see 15-year-olds and I think, "Oh, they must be 20." I don't know. I think it's the first one. I think that I see 20-year-olds and they look 15. I think that's pretty much right. Because, yeah, everybody young looks so damn young. So, we've got Classic as a third base. He's got 70 workers under 72, so both players with an extremely awesome macro thus far in the game. Upgrades 1-1 for both players. Maru just started on 2-2. Classic is a little bit further along on 2-2 as well. He's got a bunch of Zealots, getting Zealot Speed, getting Colossus, 2 Colossus out so far, and getting Templar Archives to go for the holy double of Protoss Tier 3 tech against the Triple M. Maru, on the other hand, is... That guy looks dangerous. I thought that was an observer on the edge of my screen, but it turned out to be a Leote, or a Lyote. So you definitely... There could be an observer hiding inside that thing, man. You never know. I mean, if the damn things can become invisible, God knows what else they can do. It could be hiding inside the local wildlife. So next time you play against a Protoss, make sure to kill the wildlife, because you never know where the damn... Look, the Lyote is actually part of the attacking force who's actually being dragged along. Maru managing to pull through there, so very nice. Gonna finish off this pylon though. And the Marine goes down, does get absolutely owned. If you are a Marine in the Terran army and your boss tells you to go on scouting duty, that means he's sending you directly into the enemy army. If there's no scouting around for hidden bases, it's just like, I'm pretty sure there's an army over there. I want you to run towards them and tell me if I'm right. Okay, the scouting duty is not, you know, beautiful, great sort of... It's not any sort of good work. It means you are going to die. So, that's it. It's not like harassment force where there's a medevac with you and you've got a slight chance of making it out of there before the main army comes back. It's like, yeah, we're going to send you in there. All these forces are going to be at your position in about 10 seconds. So you've got 10 seconds to do as much damage as you can before all holy hell comes down on your head. So, you know, make those 10 seconds count. So at least they've got some chance of getting away. But scouting out the enemy army, you've got no chance. And I just imagine being that Marine and I'm like, what, you cheap bastard, you couldn't afford to spend a scan to see where the army is? You had to send me in instead? It's like, come on, dude, it's a scan. All it takes is energy. You've got unlimited energy. Just be patient. Don't send me to my death because you're too lazy to go out there and actually scout with the scan. But you know what? Marines are cheap. They just, you just throw them away. Tons of Vikings. Going to do well against the Colossus, but the Zealot numbers are starting to look very, very scary here. You really, really do need to get some sweet EMPs down to take out the Zealots, because otherwise they've just got so much health, it's just going to be nasty. These guys, that is the elite force right there, man. Those guys are absolutely nuts. They're also drug addicts by the looks of them, but you know what? They're the elite right there. Look at that. They're going back in. They're like, yeah, low health. Should we rest up? Nah, let's go in and attack the enemy base. Yeah. And they're actually doing a pretty good job too. Look at the cannons going down. Absolutely brutal. Attacking the simulator. They've stimmed again, man. They've got no life left at all. This guy's on like 5 health. He's just laughing his ass off. Ha 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 ha. We are invincible. Yeah. That's alright. They were on drugs anyway, so they didn't feel a thing. Oh, the ghosts! Dude, ghosts just getting out of there. It's like, I'm not built for close combat. What the hell are you doing? Get me the freaking hell out of here. Look at that. It's another observer right there. It's just sort of petting the SCV, going in for a scout. Classic! Oh my god, that was hilarious. That is just cruel. Absolutely cruel to do that to somebody. Hallucinate in a couple of Colossus and just send them at your base. Just... There's no... Maybe there is some reason to do that, to get them to force units back, but after half a second you're gonna realize the Colossus aren't real because your workers aren't dying. It's just cruel. Somebody should just slap Maru across the face. Well, maybe not slap him across the face, but somebody should do something to that guy, because that was a cruel move right there. That was... Oh, man. Sorry, why did I say Maru? I said classic. I should have said classic. Classic should have been slapped across the face if you were going to slap somebody across the face for doing that, which I'm not sure would be the best course, but definitely take a nice long stick and poke him in the ribs a couple of times, because... Yeah, that's just not cool, man. It's cool if you're kind of a jerk, but, and maybe if, you know, you just do these things because they're funny as well, and, you know, people are cool with it, and Maru's cool with it, but, I don't know. It's a little bit messed up. I'll say it like that. It's a little bit messed up. I take back everything else I said about Classic, because he's not a jerk. Unless there are scales of jerkiness, in which case he's a little bit of a jerk. But... Man... We're just going to keep watching this guy. How's the actual game going? Man, we got 3-3. We got 3 weapons coming up for the air. We got 3-3 for Classic. He's getting shields as well, which is good. Managed to get a DT in here. And that DT is just like, yeah, whatever. So, pretty good stuff going on. Pretty huge armies for both players. Maru a little bit ahead, which is fine. His income is... He's not really muling it up too much. Spending everything on scans. Getting another command center. He's even scanning his own space, because... His own army, because... You never know. You got to keep an eye on those guys. They could be doing some dodgies. The Stalker's getting right in there. Trying to see what can go on. Going to see some sweet EMPs on the Zealots. Come on. We need EMPs on those Zealots, otherwise they just rip everything apart. There we go, beautiful. Now you've got some hope of actually taking them out. I mean, when you get to the end of the game and there's that many Zealots in, EMPs are almost necessary to kill the Zealots, simply because they're so big, they got so much health, considering how much little they cost. Considering how cheap they are, they've got so much health, and they don't take extra damage from armored attack like their Stalkers do, so they last so much longer, and they've got more armor than the Stalkers do. So yeah, EMP is almost 100% necessary to take out that many Zealots at this point in the game. Wow, 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 wow. The Observer coming in, and Classic is looking pretty good. The Zealots are looking pretty good. The Colossus are taking some hits. Oh, he was going to take the Watchtower, but then he's like, you know what, there's somebody already there, so maybe I should just back off a bit. And Classic looking to do some serious damage here. What the freaking hell is that barracks doing all the way out there? It got lost on the way to building his reactor. It just couldn't be bothered getting back, so it just sort of took a break and just said, yeah, I'll just build the reactor here. It'll be cool, it'll be fine. Nice attack over here, though. It looks like took out the pylon, but the Zealots coming straight back in, doing a ton of damage. The attack coming across here, and Classic looking very, very strong. It looks like he's going to storm the workers. Down they go. I think they ran away, but still tons of damage being done. And yes, tons of damage. The Archon's starting to look a little bit wary, but a little bit low in health, but they're still doing a sensational job here. The drops coming down here, so the workers are slowly going down for Classic. I think he's doing a pretty good job taking them down. Yes, down to 49, but Maru is not exactly keeping a lot of his workers alive. He's losing a fair amount as well. Remember, both of these players were at 70 at some point, and Maru trying to hold off. Yeah. But Classic's still looking very strong. Although he's starting to show some chinks in his armor. The Colossus are close to going down. Some of the Archons are getting pretty low. if Maru just pushes in and hits the right units, I think he could do very, very well in seeing this attack off. And there we go. 1 Colossus goes down, 2 goes down, 3 go down. The Archons are starting to look low. The Storms are coming out. But Maru is doing a very, very good job. More Archons just get popped out straight away from the High Templar. They do not take long at all to be built up. And Classic is morphing them up as soon as the Storms are down, which usually happen at the start of the battle. So half the time the High Templars storm it up and then morph in, and they're ready to go by the time the battle is finishing to just jump straight back in there and start turning things around. Income-wise, Classic is getting back up, but Maru is looking pretty good on the military side as well. Let's see what we got for units. We do have... He's building 2 Colossus at the moment, but most of the rest of the stuff he's got, it's just ground units, High Templars and stuff. Maru has a very decent amount of Triple M. He's got a bunch of Medivacs as well, but his Viking numbers have been absolutely depleted, and he's not building anymore, which means these 2 Colossus, which Classic just built, are going to be very, very, very sweet when he starts to go off against the main army. But nice force going in here. Might do some damage back there. Somehow, Classic has figured out what the plan is. Going to morph a ton back in here. And is going to be attacking them right there. And Maru's just like, yeah, this is not good. He's gonna be able to kite them through this gap. Not doing a bad job, but the Zealots get their second wind. And Maru just gets the hell out of there. Second wind, man. That's, I think that works. I think that's cool. So, oh, running straight into the storm. Another storm coming down, but Terrence pushed through only to be flanked up the backside by Classic, who was just in a perfect place at the perfect time to totally take those guys by surprise. The force coming back in. Is Classic going to realize it? He's got no way of seeing this force coming back in. He knew it was coming before. I got no idea how, but I don't think he's going to see it coming this time. And the workers, oh man, this is going to be bad. And there we get the workers getting away there. All they needed was the time it took to kill the cannon to run, and run they did. And here we go, a whole bunch of Zealots and 1 DT scaring those guys away. Meanwhile, the Zealots running in, it's turning into a planetary. So cancel and lift, he's not going to. He's going to let it die. And look at all the workers coming out. Oh, this is bad. Maru, workers at the wrong place at the wrong time. Meanwhile, the main army coming in here. And Maru just out of position so badly. And that has cost him so badly. Down 30 workers in a matter of seconds. And just lost his new base and one of his existing bases. And would you believe it? This is his only remaining mineral patch right now. He just lost 2 bases. They were the only 2 bases which he could mine from. His income is in the toilet. Completely in the toilet. I think that's it. I think Classic has got it right here. The army size, 98 over 119. So Classic in the lead. He's going to get flanked a little bit here. This could be bad news for Mr. Classic, but looks like he's got enough. He just turns around, takes these guys out. The other force wasn't really enough to really do anything, although they're going nuts on the Colossus, doing a fair bit of damage. But Maru does give the GG, realizes that it is pretty hopeless at this point, and game done. So yeah, game done. Beautiful, beautiful stuff by both players. Quite an insane game, but Classic at the end taking it out, doing a fantastic job. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching this game. I do hope you enjoyed it, and oh, bloody oath. It's a great time for me to get the hiccups right at the end of my 3rd game for the day. So anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned. It's been Hairy Muppet. Hope you enjoyed this game.